Hey, good day, folks. It's Tourism Tim Warren with another exciting episode of Tourism Marketing TV and Travel Business Success Radio Podcast. If you've thought about advertising and wondering where to do it, what channels are out there, I mean, there's so many different options for you. And certainly Facebook has been one of the dominant forces out there. Today, I've got one of my good friends on, Chris Torres with Scotland and Associate, and we're gonna jump into advertising and specifically Facebook. And if you never tried it, you've got some good things to learn today. Or maybe you have tried it and you thought, oh, it's just too expensive. I'm not getting leads. I'm not getting bookings. I don't know how to do it. It's a waste of time. On all the above, you need to listen to this show because Chris is going to share some great insights to help both beginners and seasoned tourism professionals succeed in this the wild, wacky world of advertising on Facebook. Good day, Chris.
Hi there. How are we, Tim?
Very, very good. You and I were talking about the show before we started going. We're talking about this concept of advertising, and I asked you a question about, well, why does someone even want to advertise? I mean, Facebook is just one of the many channels, and we were talking about advertising and brand building, and maybe you'd share that story. I liked your story about the shopping for beans.
Yeah, but for me, you really need to stand out from the crowd these days, and the only way you can do that is by having an online presence across all the platforms that your customers are going to frequent. So as I was mentioning to you, an analogy that I always use is, or I use sometimes, is to say, right, imagine you're in a supermarket and you go down the aisle where there's lots and lots of tins of beans, for example. Which brand do you go for? Do you go for the sort of atypical brands that you know, who have been around for years? Or do you try something different? No matter whether it's a brand you know or if you want to try something different, is what makes you choose that tin of beans, or what makes that stand out? Especially if you want to try something new, you've never tasted it before. Is it the label? Is it the branding? Is it the wording on the tin? What makes you want to pick that up and take it home with you to try? So that's why I was saying, the only way that you're going to effectively allow customers to know who you are, why you're good at what you do, is to stand out. And the only way you can do that is through online marketing, whether it's organic or paid advertising.
Yeah, and Chris's analogy, folks, is a good one because I hate to tell you this, but you really know there's lots of choices in tourism, travel, and attractions and lodging, and like the can of beans, people need to recognize you, know you, and importantly, trust you. And I've had the unique pleasure of being able to look at some early copies of Chris's upcoming book, which is excellent, Turning Lookers into Bookers. And Chris makes a really super important point about on tourism marketing and being able to grow your business and be able to make a living doing what you love is that most of you know your products well, you do your customer service, you've got your operations down, but in order to show up, to be that can of beans that's chosen on from the many, you must be a media outlet too. You must be a media company. You must be creating trust. You must be creating awareness of your brand. And Facebook advertising is one of the great channels to do that. And so I really want to reinforce that with you, the kind of the reason why you should be following Chris's suggestions on Facebook and what we're going to talk about today, and both all different types of Facebook advertising. So just wanted to throw that out there that what we're talking about today is going to help you be the chosen can of beans. So there.
That's it. Yeah, and like you just mentioned, I would actually maybe controversially say that your tour company should come second. Your media company should come first, because without the media company, you will not have a tourism company.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially with the internet these days, folks. There's so many people can choose so many different places, do so many things. There is no limit of money and time out there, and people have a strong and desire and need to travel. They're going to choose someone. Why not have them choose you? And for them to choose you, you need to be a media company as well, and
Good content, tell your story.
Mhm.
Good experience.
Be seen as an expert in your category, your region, your sport, offering advice, and really Facebook is really nothing more than a channel to create that communication, to create that expertise, to channel what you know about what you do or where you do it to your best audience, so that resonate with what you're doing. So they go, wow, I've got these 3 operators, but this one I really trust more because he is clearly educated me more and inspired me more, and I trust them more because I've had some engagement. So just want to lay the foundation and so that when you have a good tactic like Facebook advertising and some of the things that Chris is going to share, you're motivated to actually get off your fannies and do it.